Hi, fellow decorators and affiliates. My name is Mike Marlowe. I head up national sales and business development for the affiliate network across the nation. I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about our estimating program today. I put this little walkthrough real quick just to try to get everybody an understanding of really why we put this program together and how it's just been beneficial to kind of speed up the process and understand, do I put money on or do I put money off that table that we always want to make sure where we're at. Now, obviously, some of this is more, some of the people already have Excel files out there. This is working off a Microsoft-based program. It requires Microsoft Office and Windows. I do not have this for an iPad or an iMac or anything like that. I apologize on that. Those are on for future developments. As you get into the program, obviously there's just a little icon at the bottom toolbar, which will state that, for Holidynamics Estimator. When you first get your estimator, you're going to want to put in your customer information, as we do here. You load up your logo as so, which will get put onto the proposal form. This is where you can actually go into your man hours. It's all set up by man hours on a lot of this product. Trying to find a better way to kind of make it speed and process on items you are working with. So any hanging item, you can judge this as you are. It might be one of the things you might be more comfortable at 0.75 on anything that's hanging because you might have to put anchor sets in or something of that nature. Sometimes it might just allocate just to 30 minutes worth of work to get that one piece up. Light links, which is our staple product, 0.25 per light link. That's really kind of considering that you're taking it out of the box, you're putting it up, you're putting it down. There's some room, some leeway in there. Staked items, 0.33, 0.35, is pretty standard. These are items that we kind of work off of, but you can also go and test that stuff and be able to put your own numbers in there that way. You save that, your tax information, if it's 6% or if it's 0, or maybe you only do product in your state. These are things you want to make sure you kind of look at to make sure that you're doing everything proper through your accounting system. You can do a blind markup where, let's say, if it's 65%. One time I always kind of look at it as where you kind of start looking at 65%. Make sure you put at least 12% to 15% of shipping in there. So if you're comfortable at a 40% markup, then go ahead and do it 65. If you're comfortable at a 45% markup, then you know that you're going to be at 30%. Sometimes what it gets down to nowadays, get the product out there, really boost up your labor rate so you can be at 65, maybe 70, to be able to take those, because that's the labor going forward on each job, something to kind of work with that way. So I'm going to leave mine at 65. We have miscellaneous. This is for extension cord and timers. This is the percentage going off of your sales price of the product. Your removal is actually 45% of that labor rate that's been established. And then you have the 7% storage. Now, sometime on the East Coast, it's more 10%, maybe even 12. Just kind of take a factor of what you should be at, but maybe make sure you have a decent minimum so you're really capturing some business and telling your client that, hey, I'm putting that stuff in my storage. I'm going to look at it all season. It's going to be ready to go this next season. There's a cost to that. It's not something that you should take a full burden in. It's a free service. So that, or you're just going to bump up the hours on the install. So take into consideration that way. One other thing that I do like about the program that we put together is you can have this different, programs for different markups per category that we have set up in here. So you can see where light links I might go a little low, just to be able to kind of move the product. That's my goal there. Maybe multiples, because you're not just going to put one light set up. It's going to be lower. But lawn decor items might just be a one-piece item. So these are things to kind of look at that way. So get this to go back to, now we're going to go back to the main page. Apologize. Customer information. Obviously, it's something where you just put the information in, pretty standard, cut straightforward. These are items, obviously, you just kind of want to make sure your proposal is titled with their name, address, maybe phone number, or if you have their email, put their email in. because in that way you can actually email out of this program, which I'll show here shortly. All right, so let's just say, hypothetically, we're going to put some Blizzard light links up on a home. I'm just going to stand, and let's say if we're going to do 20, 25, save that, and let's go ahead and make sure we have a mixed double wreath. Let's say 60-inch, add that, and we're going to make sure we have a bow as well. So when you go down, notice how I didn't do a subcategory for the bows. They're down at the very bottom, so we just go 24-inch. Oops, tells me I need to put item in there. Save that. This is pretty standard. Maybe they'll put well, I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing some things out there. Maybe we'll go in the Christmas line, and they're going to do a caroler set. We'll add that. Save. Now, one thing that you need to understand on the miscellaneous, that anytime you need to use Y stakes, I always like to add those on there just for the simple fact that you now make sure that kids who are timers won't cover that. So let's go ahead and get those accessories put in, and Y stakes. So on the caroler, since there's 3 of them, I need three Y stakes. So you can see, obviously, we got $49 there. So as we leave this bit there, this is what we talked to the client, 25 Blizzard light links, as you can see on the screen. And we're moving towards, okay, we understand where this is already populating over here. This is automatically giving you that markup that we talked about. This is getting that percentage, that 15%. The storage is already set up from 7% or wherever we had there. Now, now we got to go into our install the labor part. So remember 25, 1, and some caroler sets. So we're going to do our light links. We're going to move that to 25, 1 hanging item, and any staked items. So I'm going to do 3 because I have 3 caroler sets. So I apply this, and if I go back, you can see where it's all filled in. So basically what we do is we have product, timers, install, removal, and storage. And that gives you a total bid the first year of $25.55 and 9 cents. Now we also look at put that back up is going to be $826.24. Now that estimated, and I quote estimated, second year cost is actually just taking your install rate, your removal, and your storage and adding those together for your second year cost. So really you can get over a 3-year period, we can take $25.55, add that once, and then in times $826.24 twice to get, and then do a ratio divide by 3, and that gives you a per year cost over a 3-year period for a client if you really wanted to kind of work some kind of deal out that way. So then we can go into adjustments. Now we always want to look at adjustments. This is just my nature, is that I like to kind of see where I'm at. I like to see my gross margin on this job is 46%. It's giving me an estimated profit of $1,179. Now that's giving me, I'm paying my guys $15 a man hour on this, so I got it built in, so it's like $15. Excuse me. You also have about 40% margin in your timers, and same thing with your storage. Labor is all going to be part of the labor. So other than that, here we are here. And then what we do is then we can actually view the proposal. So if we review this, and you can notice I didn't put the customer information in. I'll show you how to do that. And there's a couple areas for notes on. Now, one thing that there's some highlights down at the bottom where it says Holidynamics here. If you put your company name in, your company name will be all employees of Bright Lights of something, or wherever it is will be part of that legal beagle stuff that we use on ours. We can print this out. We can save it as a PDF. So let's go ahead and select the customer first. Just Susie Homemaker here. We'll just do select. You see that name pops up. Obviously, I'll get back to that. Her information is populated here as well then. Now, let's say if we go back to the client and she goes, I really didn't have a full $22,000 to spend. Is there something that you can do? We did put something in there where you can actually give your client, let's say we're going to give them a 10% discount. Now you notice that this price here did not move. $826.24 still stayed the same. what we have it set up on is it's giving discounts off the product and extension timers. It's not messing with anything that you're going to be consulting going forward with. So the good thing about it is, yeah, give that discount out, because I'm going to have a better rate, margin rate next year by holding on to that client and having that product out. If you need to put any notes, 50% required for installation date, something like that. That's part of it. Obviously, you'll see where it pops up down here. Whoops. As well as then everything kind of shows as is. You can go into, you can save the proposal. I just got to give it a job name, so you can say S. Susie or Homemaker front, front design, and then we can save that. And that actually, so then I can actually search this over here, and it'll show up here over here, and they'll give you a listing, because it gives you a date, time, and then the name of the file. So that's the estimator. I like using it. I really enjoy using this area here. If I need to change any margins, I can actually, or if I need to adjust this down to 10%, because I know that I might be a little bit high on some things. Now, you can see that you're still making decent enough profit on this job for the first year. Second year, obviously, you're going to see your margin rate go higher, because you're really just paying your guys to go out and do the job. So if you have any questions about this program is available online. It's a downloadable link. You can order it. You can put it on multiple PCs. We're not restricting it for licensing or everything. I have one for the affiliate price list pricing status and one for the platinum pricing status. Those are things that are all part of your price list to understand how you get to either one. But other than that, this is Mike Marlowe signing off. I appreciate your time, and good luck this season. Have a great Christmas.